podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Achtung Millwall. Broadcasting from beautiful South Bermondsey, it's the #1 Millwall podcast. Accept no substitute.
Hello dear listeners, welcome to Achtung Millwall. My name is Nick Hart. You're listening, of course, to the #1 Millwall podcast, and we're speaking in the aftermath of yesterday's magnificent, superlative, excellentio win for the Lions up there at the Riverside Stadium in Middlesbrough. You can probably hear my voice is a bit croaky because I can hear it speaking to you now. So, you can understand the intensity of yesterday afternoon's match. A huge win for the Lions. Two excellent goals for the man of the hour, Josh Coburn. Both came in the second half after a first half largely of unrelenting pressure by Borough. They're a decent side. But we managed to stage one of our Millwall comebacks in the second half, thanks to Coburn, but thanks to a huge performance from every man in that 11 yesterday for Millwall, from Patterson in goal all the way up to the lamppost himself. I generally don't like that nickname, but I'm going to go with it. For what the hell, who am I to argue with the wisdom of the crowd, dear listeners? Now then, I did do my usual live in-game thoughts, musings and whimsies for you. But such was the volume of noise from the 2,118 travelling Lions yesterday that my little mobile Stasi-approved recording device that I was wearing was a bit overwhelmed by the sheer volume. I've tried to do my best to clean up the footage that I did retrieve. The early part of the game, unfortunately, was a bit too distorted for comfortable listening. I will therefore apologise to you for any kind of difficulties in listening to the dialogue. Recording in noisy environments is one of the hardest things to do, and I'm not a sound expert by any stretch. I've managed to clean it up using the advice of ChatGPT within the limitations of GarageBand on my old ancient Apple laptop. So I've done my best with it, listeners. I hope you enjoy the footage. We're going to join yesterday's match in play, as they say. Just before I do that, let me run over the starting 11. Your starting 11 then yesterday, dear listeners, which I would normally read out and I did read out in the stadium, but it was so distorted that it would sound like it might be coming from this Artemis moon mission that's doing the moonshot at the moment. So your starting 11 yesterday, Anthony Patterson in goal. In front of them, a back four of Kramer, Taylor, Cooper and Sturge. The BBC have a three in front of them. I had it down as a 4-4-2, but anyway, what do I know? Go with the BBC's formation, 4-3-1-2. They've got Aziz, Mitchell and Denor in front of that back four. Negley as a kind of a roving 10, using the modern parlance. I like to keep up with the kids, dear listeners. And then the front two, bold, very bold, brave from Alex Neil yesterday, Ivanovic and Coburn. Coming into the game during the course of proceedings, Barry Bannon for Casper Denor on 64 minutes, Luke Cunda for Billy Mitchell on 95. Danny McNamara, I missed that entirely. Danny McNamara featured yesterday. I absolutely missed that. Apologies to Danny, coming in for Aziz on the 90 plus 5. And then Langstaff coming on for Ivanovic on 85. Massive performance. I hope you enjoy the in-game live aspects of it. It captures the raw intensity of what was a chaotic, wonderful afternoon. I'll be back after the live footage. Stay tuned, dear listeners.
The rumble at the Riverside, they're calling on Sky TV, dear listeners. There's been a lot of palpable tension in the build-up to this game over that interminable, absolutely endless international break, listeners. Here we are, Good Friday, the long Good Friday. 12:30 start, thanks to the television demands. Incredible turnout, 2,118 I've just seen on my X feed. Travelled up there on a crack of dawn or stayed over like I did last night. But a very comfortable Premier Inn with a nice full English. Why suffer, I thought. Alex Neil speaking to News at Den, underplayed the underdog role of Millwall. He doesn't want have the fact we're the plucky little Millwall, to be in this position. He says we're here on merit. He doesn't like this idea that we're underdogs going into it. The players have achieved this, he says, or words to that effect. I haven't got the quote directly in front of me, but I was interested in seeing downplaying this idea that we are, against the odds up here. He says what we've achieved is, and has yet to achieve, is down to the playing squad and fans combined. I'm right in the corner. I've got a beautiful vantage point across the pitch. It's a nice stadium, the Riverside. I parked in central Middlesbrough, walked out. It was about a 20-minute walk from where I parked, past the railway station. Stadium itself, one big two-tiered stand. The rest of it is all single bank. Well, here come the two teams, dear listeners. Fireworks, smoke swirling around the stadium. It is a packed away end, corner section. Huge Borough flag during the end. What end is that? Don't know. Riverside end, maybe. Looks like Jake is going to have Middlesbrough attacking our away section in the first half. I don't know if there's advantage in that or who's chosen what there. But Mill will be attacking away from us in the first half and will be attacking towards us in the second. I'm going to guess he's won the toss and has opted for that. To kick us off, and what is a huge match for both sides. Both will want to win this one. Away we go. Middlesbrough kick us off as the man with the drum has been invited to perform an anatomically very complex manoeuvre. Borough with their passing style, and the lines will almost certainly be more direct this afternoon, dear listeners. Return, of course, to Josh Coburn back to his old hunting ground at Middlesbrough. This is Crum with a little beautiful turn there. On the half minutes is a move for Middlesbrough down the right side. It falls, loop shot over the bar, deflected off of Billy Mitchell there, listeners. A little moving from the right side. Opportunity early there for Middlesbrough. It's going to be a right side corner. We're just ticking towards 2 minutes. Today's game's going out on ITV as well as Sky TV, of course. A decent audience for whatever happens today. In comes the corner, flick the header over the bar. Nice little back flick there from Coburn, trying to find Ivanovic. He wins out. The ball in was blocked by a red shirt, unfortunately. Still not gone from the Borough end. It's hoisted forwards. Coburn trying to put himself about and they win a free kick there, listeners. 3 minutes in. Chance for Middlesbrough to break. It's going to be an open game, listeners. We're playing an open style. They play an open style. Oh, there's a skew whiff kind of attempted clearance. It's gone rightwards for another corner. Second corner of the game now for Middlesbrough. Early pressure for the Millwall. I was quite surprised that Alex Neil going from the 4-4-2, the open style. I thought we might try and keep it tight as per the approach at Ipswich, though that said, we were very lucky to get through to half time and just one down at Ipswich, weren't we, listeners? We opened up in the second half and managed to get ourselves back into a game we should have won it. Perhaps here comes the ball in from the right side. It's a chance for the 11. 6 from close range. That was a chance. Wow. Shot blocked, it looped up, fell to the 6, who kind of side volleyed it high over the bar. Wow. Dodged the bullet there. Early opportunities then for Middlesbrough. I'm hoping Alex Neil's factored that into his calculations, his meticulous calculations for the game. This is Femi on the right wing, full ball forwards, trying to find Mihailo, can't quite bring it down, ball over the top there. That was a nice pass forward, just in front of Ivanovic, unfortunately. Well, it's all action, listeners. This is Millwall now coming down the middle. This is Ivanovic, ball inside. This is Dinoa, shot on target straight at the goalkeeper. 5.5 minutes in, listeners. Chances both ends now. That was a nice clip, but it was straight at the goalkeeper, and he's down to collect it in the pit of his belly. Hogan having his shirt pulled off his back practically there. The referee lets that go. Some fascinating statistics on Sky Football's feed, contrasting the two styles of play here. We are 23rd in the possession league. Didn't know there was a possession league, did you, listeners? But there is, and we're 23rd in it. It might have been 23rd in the passes per sequence league, but anyway, we're quite low in the possession league and the passes per sequence league. Who knew such things existed? But they do. In the real league, we're fourth. I imagine Borough must be pretty high in the possession league from what I've seen of him so far. There's Coburn, he's in, fortunately he's way in, that's going to go for a corner, he does really well physically, putting himself about. There's a boy with something to prove at a club that largely he was unloved here, I think, is what I've picked up from my contacts with Middlesbrough fans. They're racing very highly. I think he's got a point to prove this afternoon. It's a corner, the right side corner from Millwall, ticking towards the 10th minute of the game, dear listeners. Something to take. It's a deep one, it's over the heads of everyone. Too deep. Playing the ball out from the own penalty area, I never will understand that tactic, listeners. They put it straight into touch. With a Millwall throw in on the left. Modern football, eh? Free kick. The 8 seems to have clouted what's happened there? Who's gone down? The Middlesbrough 8 seemed to swing an arm at the Millwall player there. I don't know who's down. Coops. There's a folly foot farm for you, listeners. Swing a right arm at Cooper. He should go off for this. Swung an arm at him. I didn't really see. Seemed to swing an arm at him. Yellow. Referee bowled it. Beautiful tackle there by Negley. Gives Aziz the ball on the right side. It falls to Negley, but shot blocked. Up in the air, still in play. Go for a goal kick. Open game so far, isn't it?
Wish I hadn't said that now.
Middlesbrough now throwing over on the right flank, the Mill end. Still in possession on the right side, listeners. Someone's gone down there. There was a little chance. Sturge gone down there. It was a great shot and goal. Nice save there by Patterson. Sturge was momentarily pulled up there, but it's free kick in the end for Millwall. We're on 16, going to 17 minutes.
Is that a great save? Or...
I mean, a great save. Sturge fell over and seemed to hold up a little bit, didn't he? Yeah. Aziz on the right now. Nice little take and turn. That's fired into the middle. It's still not been cleared by Middlesbrough. There's a certain push there. The referee, of course, doesn't see that. Oh, making a back there. No, nothing given there for Ivanovic. I'll put a question to you, listeners. Is this referee bent? Is there an FA conspiracy? It's starting to look that way. Someone made a point about the Leicester game being moved to a Friday night, which gives us 2 days recovery from the Stoke City away game. Referees earning no friends in South East London, I can tell you that much. 19 minutes gone. It's been a tense, open game, but tense nevertheless. Chances at both ends for both sides. I think it's too close to call. I mean, there was an early rush from Middlesbrough. I'm going to tempt the gods of football and say we seem to have weathered that early storm. They're probably all laughing at me now on Mount Olympus, so we'll show him about weathering storms, listeners. Little nod inside. This is a chance now for Middlesbrough on the left of our penalty area, 9. Possession from Middlesbrough at the moment, listeners. That's well guarded by Denoy. It's going to be a right side corner. Ticking towards 21 minutes, listeners. It's been action aplenty, in truth, since the kick-off. 12 deep. They work space on our left flank here, listeners. That's cleared by Jake Cooper. Goes clattering. The referee gives nothing. The manager is punching the air like he's just won a title fight over there. Mill indicating for the ball to be put out, but they're not doing that. This is Middlesbrough now on the left side. Coburn's walking back gingerly. He was down for a little while there. That looked like a pretty ropey challenge, but the referee is letting a lot go for the red shirts, listeners. Ticking towards 25. The 2 to take this corner. Everyone back from Millwall. It's flick headed away by Ivanovic. Still in the red possession, unfortunately. Ball back into the middle. 1-0 at far post to 6. 25 minutes gone. Lions go goal down, dear listeners. Been relentless pressure, really, isn't it?
Yeah. That was good cross.
Good cross and well finished. He's got to go uphill, listeners, up the hill backwards, as the Bowie song has it. It's been a pretty open game. Last few minutes, I think Middlesbrough have turned up the pressure, aided and abetted by refereeing decisions, but there we are. What's new? Slightly, there's nipped away from Billy, which gives Middlesbrough a chance to break. This is the 18 on the right side of the Millwall flank. He's through into the goal. Oh! Shot blocked to the last. It's still in possession. That's hooked over the bar, thankfully. 28 minutes, dear listeners. This is Coburn, it's Ivanovic. Oh! Inches wide from Ivanovic on the turn there, listeners. Must have took a deflection. It's gone for a left side corner.
Deflection.
Yeah. Coming towards 34 minutes, it's going to be a left-sided throw for Zach Sturge. I've got it in for Sky TV this afternoon, listeners. I don't know what they've done to generate that particular moment of hatred. There's been a long-term issue since the early 90s, isn't it? Little flick header on, there's Cooper flick header on, it's bouncing around still. It's going to be cleared, unfortunately, by Middlesbrough. Just trying to think of direct chances from Millwall. There's been that shot, obviously, from Ivanovic. Apart from that, not huge amounts. Borough, of course, leading by that headed goal earlier on. This is them on the left side. That's going to go for a left side corner. Under the cost a bit, haven't we?
Yeah.
Ticking towards 36 minutes. A lot of possession, a lot of corners for Middlesbrough, and that's about the only moment that springs to my mind. I can't think of any others in the half so far. For Millwall, I mean. Here comes a corner again, back flick. Oh, that was a shot at the moment now. Oh, it's off the line there by Aziz. Bit of ping pong in the area there, listeners, and that was a timely clearance by Femi Aziz. Wow. Kramer feeds Mitchell now as Mill try and break this hold that Middlesbrough have accumulated in the last few minutes. Loose ball there, gives it straight back to them though, listeners. We're on the ropes here at the moment. Ball into the middle, that's great work by Caleb Taylor to clear a ball. The 13 was lurking, dear listeners. 38 minutes, ball forwards. Trying to find Femi Aziz, what can he do? He's on the right side. Got two men with him. Overindulgent is the verdict of the crowd there. There's a moment there I thought Femi might break through, but probably tried to do a touch too much there, perhaps. I don't know, I'd have to see that one again. Ball down the middle, this is a moment. Patterson's come all the way out there bravely and wisely to clear it, as it was going to run through one-on-one. 40 minutes, listeners. Coburn probably getting a bit of stick down that far end, I guess, by the cheer that went up as he lost out on that challenge for a throw-in. He's got to use that as fuel, isn't he? Tap into the energy of hostility against you, that's what they say. That's what I say. I don't know who they are that say that. It's me, I say it. Coburn being given every decision against him by this referee. Another one over on the far left side as I look. 41 minutes. He's certainly doing some work out there, Josh Coburn. He's not getting any rub of the green from the referee, that's for sure. This is Middlesbrough. There's a ball into the middle. Great trading leg challenge there by Caleb Taylor. Still on the ball though. They're on the right side now. 41 minutes. Ball into the middle. That's going to go to the right side corner. Well, we don't want to go in at half-time 2 down, that's for sure, so we need to stay switched on for the remainder of the half. We haven't really made much of an impact going forwards in the game for me so far. There was one or two moments. The one that sticks in my mind is the one I've mentioned already, the one from Ivanovic. That shot was deflected wide. In comes a corner whilst I grab it. Oh, headed wide as Patterson flailed at it. So keep it tight half-time, have a rethink, listeners. But for me, we haven't really laid a glove on Middlesbrough in this first half. We haven't played badly, but we've just been second best to a decent side that's fired up by a full house home crowd. This is Middlesbrough now on the break. Left-sided break, 44 minutes. Ball into the middle, that's behind everyone. Ooh, there's a moment there where the Borough player had a shot on the penalty spot almost, but it's taken a deflection from another corner. Tell me if you've heard this joke before, listeners.
Relentless, isn't it?
Well, it wouldn't be Millwall if it was easy, would it?
Much like the Ipswich game,
I know, you're under the cosh, I know.
the second half.
Fingers crossed we can change it in the second half. We haven't really laid a glove on him in the second half.
He's played his, you know,
his ace card, yeah.
His card already, hasn't he?
Yeah. Ticking towards the last few seconds of the first half. There is half time. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. It's been the Lions largely speaking under the cosh in the first half. Let's hope for better in the second half, dear listeners.
Achtung, Millwall.
Sky stats, listeners, I was talking about. Sky Sports posted these comparison stats. Millwall are 21st in the table for passes in the Championship table by compared with other sides, whereas Middlesbrough this afternoon are first in that particular assessment. Forward passes are 14th compared to their first place. Long passes, we are second, so we play a lot of long balls. So they're 24th. They don't play the long ball hardly at all. They're top in possession. We are 17th, way down the table in possession percentage terms. Duels won. I don't know how these are assessed, these figures, but we are second in the duels table, as in 1v1s, I suppose. And they're 23rd. That's odd, isn't it? Aerial duels won. We're first to their 24th. I'm surprised that. I mean, their goal today came from an aerial ball in from the right side, nodded in close. So I suppose it's not, not every single time, is it? But it's just interesting. Two very contrasting sides, two very different styles. Weather has turned from sunny to cold grey now, listeners. Pitch being watered. We will be attacking the away end in the second half, but it's feels a bit of an uphill task at the moment.
346 games for the Borough, 77 for Millwall, capped by England. Always Borough's number 3, it's Colin Cooper!
Colin Cooper, then. Good applause from both sets of fans. Colin Cooper, great player, great player. Possessor of one of the greatest free kick shots I've seen at a Den.
Time looking down in Beckenham when you were at Millwall, obviously happy memories of that club.
Absolutely. I was only there for 2 years. I think all the Millwall fans now are proud I was to wear the shirt. Obviously I was here for an awful lot longer, but I'm hoping that, with all due respect, that Millwall make a bit more of a game in the second half and we can get on the front foot. Good game so far.
And of course 1986 and all that, and the reunion coming up for Parky as well, and 2 spells at the club. What was your defining moment, do you think, as a Borough player, and also as one of the management team here?
86 will always be the defining moment because that secured the future of this football club. So thanks to Steve who consoled back in them days. We've said many times this doesn't exist without that. So 86 will always be the defining moment as a person, as a footballer, and for this football club.
And also, of course, with the Colin Cooper Foundation as well, ladies and gentlemen, Colin has raised £750,000 for charity as well through the Colin Cooper Fund. And you're still with him, you're still coaching?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm in university, five brilliant students are in that programme down there. We've also got 120 up in Northumbria University in Newcastle, so yeah, keeps me busy, keeps me on top.
Well, the reason we wanted to bring you here today, of course, we've been handing out our legacy numbers, and we're going to present Colin with his legacy number, of course, first 1,000 players to play for the Borough. And here he is, legacy number 571. Let's hear it for Colin Cooper!
Great player for both clubs. Colin Cooper, dear listeners. One of my favourite players of all time from Millwall. Away we go. Casper de Noor kicks us off, second half, listeners. 1 goal separating the two sides, so it's not insurmountable. We do need to raise our game from what we saw in aspects of the first half. We didn't really scratch on them, in truth. Cooper sporting this mullet-style haircut seems to be popular amongst footballers these days. Do other people wear the mullet style? I haven't seen it around on the streets anywhere. Maybe I don't go on the streets enough. This is the 13 now, ball forwards. Inside is shot on target there from the left side. Taken easily enough by Patterson, but there was a moment there where my heart skipped a beat. 51 minutes, dear listeners. We are, of course, back at the Den on Monday, Easter Monday. It comes fast and furious. As we've said already, TV's not exactly helping us out. There's a 1 o'clock start on Monday, Easter Monday. We've got a lot of condensed fixtures during the course of April that will decide our season, one way or the other. As it stands at 52 minutes, playoff football looks like our aspiration. It's not bad aspiration. This is the ball, this is Casper de Noor. Finds Kramer, what can he do? Ball forwards, ball into the box towards Coburn. There was a nice ball in from Tristan. Knocked away from Coburn at the last there. Going to be a right side throw in. take. Ball in from Femi. There's Tristano's on the line there. It's bouncing around off the line. Wow. Still in the mix. The ball's still alive. It's going to go through. Oh! Off the line, but the referee's blown up for a free kick. Wow. 53 minutes. Big moment there. The referee was itching to blow for something. I think the goalkeeper may have got balked in the much that ping pong there, listeners. Big moment there. Kramer. Aziz on the right. Inside is Nadanor. What can he do? Ball's come off the defence in the right side corner, listeners. 56 minutes. Ryan's shown a bit more attacking mettle so far in recent minutes. Crowd sense a bit of urgency in the Millwall side, second half. Aziz to take. His corners haven't been brilliant this game so far. Be a great time to redress that, wouldn't it? It's a deep one. Deep one. There's Cooper. It's bouncing around. Oh, he's in! Across the line! Yes! Yes! Just Cooper! Across the line! Blocked by the goalkeeper! Wait! Wow! Ball didn't well across the line, but it did. I thought he did. Referees watched it, it did. Oh, bloody hell! It's not good for my heart. Well, game on, listeners. Game on. Game on. Wow. This is the 8. Middlesbrough on the attack here, listeners. Whilst I try and recover my composure. It's a ball in blocked by the 2. It's going to be a foul from Middlesbrough. 59 minutes. There's an old one from the past, the old Millwall songbook, dear listeners. I don't like Millwall playing it out from the back, and this is what we're doing at the moment, listeners. It's gone for a goal kick, thankfully. Get the thing forwards. And there was a great quote from Neil Andrews sent me a screenshot of one of the old shoot profiles of Terry Hurlock from the 80s. And he said that one thing that Johnny Dog did not like was fancy day in football in our own half. And I'm with Johnny Dog there, listeners. Middlesbrough moving down our left side now. The referee gives a free kick. Looked like he worked that one to me from my vantage point at the other end of the pitch. 65th minute, danger position on the corner of the left side corner of the penalty area. Free kick. Dangerous situation here, listeners. This is a left side free kick. Chance for Borough to float the ball in. This is how they scored, with a ball in, cross in and headed at the far post. Ticking towards 66 minutes now, come towards the halfway point of the second half. Lions have done magnificently well to bat it over from Patterson, shot on target. Tipped over by Anthony Patterson there, wow. There's going to be a corner, left side corner. In comes a corner. Flick header. I thought for 1 minute that was arcing in. Looks like it's gone for another corner on the left side. Tense. Very tense. getting too old for this kind of thing, listeners.
I just like the old ticket.
Well, this is it, isn't it? Ball in for the left, just gone over the bar. Too much. Coburn getting his shirt tugged off him, but that seemed to be fine and dandy with this referee. Ball breaks, so this is the 9 in acres of space breaking forwards. Great defensive block, they're still in play though, that's going to go for a corner. Great defensive work by Millwall. Falls to the corner, there's a moment there that they were through. I thought there was danger. Red light spells danger, in the words of Billy Ocean all those years ago, dear listeners. Right side corner, 72, coming all 73 minutes. In it comes, it's low. Oiked away at the near post by Zeev, not quite oiked away. That's better. That's a little bit more venom onto the halfway line. Ball in from the right side. Oh, there's a moment there. Oh, I thought they had a free shot on goal across the 6-yard box. Bloody hell. Lions living on their nerves, dear listeners. This is the 8 from distance. Lines 13. Oh, what a save that was from Anthony Patterson. He was offside. What a save. Offside anyway, but wow. He didn't know that when that had to be made. That was a world-class save. Wow. Offside in any case, so it won't count. But 26 minutes. It's been a pulsating game. Wow. A feast for the TV viewership out there. This is what football really should look like. That said, it's been extremely tense from a Millwall perspective. The travelling support has been magnificent this afternoon. 2,000 plus Millwall fans. Still an open game. Still ready to be taken. We're on 76 minutes whilst this break in play unfolds. Nice ball. Benny Mitch finds Negley. Finds Kramer on the right side. We're on 83 minutes, listeners. There's a little 1-2. Kramer with Aziz. The ball into the box. Oh, it beats the goalkeeper and everyone there. That should go for a Millwall corner. It does. Left side corner. Zach Sturge might have had half a chance there. Might have been expecting too much there. It was a beautiful ball in from the right side over the head of the goalkeeper and everyone. Anyway, produces a left side Millwall corner for Barry Bannon now, listeners. Let's hope he can do a bit better than Aziz has done this afternoon for us from these dead balls. In it comes, it's a deep one. There's Taylor at the far post. It's punched away off the head of Coburn there by the goalkeeper. Great work, Barry Bannon, to win the ball back as they were looking to break. Fantastic work. Out there, this is Bannon now, and breaks in midfield. He's got Coburn overlapping on the right side. What will Coburn do? Will he have a go? He will. Poetic justice to Millwall. Poetic justice. Brilliant! What a goal! Borough fighting for the exits, listeners. 85 minutes, and 5 to go, plus added time. Bloody hell! Wow! Fucking hell. Cool as a cucumber.
Says to a Borough fan on the way in.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate, but Coburn's going to get out.
That's going to be nice.
He didn't like.
Oh, wow. Lions lead it 2-1, minutes to go. This is Middlesbrougugh on the attack though, listeners, before I go too balmy on you. With two with a crosser's block there, it should be back to the 18 now, on the right side of the Millwall penalty area. Oh, fired across the Millwall goal. Bloody hell. Oh, my giddy aunt, listeners. My giddy aunt. It's gone for a left side corner. Must have come off a Millwall player there. That's good, I like that one. Anyway, left-sided corner before we go two-man now. 87 minutes, listeners. Ticking towards 88 minutes now, listeners. There's a deep-flighted ball over the heads of everyone. I think goal kick. My voice is going to give out on you, listeners. This is the 45 on the 12 on the right side, ball in. That's put into touch. On 89 minutes. After that first half, what a performance in the second half.
It's a carbon copy of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, carbon copy of it. What we did it.
Better.
Yeah. If we see it through. If we see it through. Left side free kick here, listeners. Ball's whipped in, bouncing around. Can't see there's a melee down there, listeners. Cleared at the last. Arms and legs. Arms and legs, like the old handicapped fights with like a cloud of smoke and arms and legs sticking out of it. Yeah. Ball into the middle, bouncing around. Jesus Christ almighty. Shot blocked. Right side corner. Oh, you can't do this every week, dear listeners, I'll tell you that much. Oh, my word. Right side corner. The goalkeeper's gone forwards. In it's come. Bounces across the Millwall penalty area. The nine's got it on the left side. Oh, hacked away at the near post. Bloody hell. Gone for a corner, right side corner. What are we on now? Come towards the last 90 seconds. They've taken it fast. Goalkeeper stayed forwards for them. Ball into the middle. Deep, deep, deep. Cleared of sorts. Over to the left side. Ball down the wing. This is Macaulay Langstaff. He's gone to the corner. Crowd howling for the final whistle. Referee don't want to give it. Yeah! What a win! What a fucking win! What a fucking win! Magnificent stuff from Lions. What a second half performance. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Yeah. Not much good when you're doing a podcast. Oh my word! That was some second half, listeners. Huge second half performance. Also, I've been taking one way out. I'll see you at Middle in Bromley. Yeah. Oh dear. Lions win it 2-1. What a second half. What a second half. I've run out of words, listeners. I'm as exhausted as those players look at the moment on the pitch. That was absolutely huge. A victory that puts us into second place. Wow. Where's this season going to end? We'll be right back after these messages.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The empty seat. Who was actually just that, an empty chair in your office because you couldn't find someone to fill it. So it just sat there costing you money with all its fancy ergonomic features. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can make it easy to fill that seat with the right candidate. With nearly 60% of businesses finding someone to interview in the first week alone. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
Achtung, Millwall.
Welcome back, dear listeners. Apologies once again for the sound quirks of that piece. This is what you get when you don't bring sufficiently powerful pieces of kit to what was an exceptional volume of support yesterday from the Travelling 2000 up there. I want to take my hat off to every single Millwall fan that made the journey up to the Riverside. It was the most unwelcoming start time, 12:30 on Good Friday morning. But nevertheless, that was an immense away following with an immense volume, as you can just hear. Now, the action comes fast and furious at this time of the year, doesn't it? We're back in action again on Monday. I'm recording these words to you on Easter Saturday, so we don't have much time to play with. So we're going to go straight into a chunk of the voicemails. And I'll say a big thank you to every single person who sent me voicemails. I'll be doing a show today, and I hope another one tomorrow to finish up any voicemails that aren't included in this particular edition. So huge thanks, as always, to everyone that contributes to the show. Let's begin first with John Rankin.
What a fantastic away day. Well, I've been to a few away days in my time, and I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of good ones this season as well. I thought Southampton away under Neil Harris last season was one to remember forever. I thought Ipswich away this season but was one as well, but I can't believe it. What a fantastic time to be a Millwall supporter. I must admit, I was really feeling it towards the end. I was getting a bit emotional because we are the underdogs. The song is true. It was our song. No one likes us. And, the police regard us as something nasty and smelly on the bottom of their shoes. It's always been the same. I remember going to Leighton Orient away when I was 15 and a policeman just piled into me for no reason when I got off, I think it was not Shadwell, Leighton Tube. And, they were at it again, the old Bill, stirring up trouble, so I hear. But enough of all that negativity and that observation, onto the game. I've got to say, I'm full of confidence now. I think we can do anything because I was saying to a couple of my pals yesterday, a couple of years ago, if we went 1-0 behind, you could see the body language drop and we were never coming back from just a goal behind, never. And this year it's like, all right, fair enough, you scored a goal, we're going to score 2. You scored a goal, we'll probably score 3. And to be honest with you, watching the replay of the game back, we had a Stonewall penalty again, denied us when Caleb Taylor went through and he made a perfectly legitimate challenge for the ball, and the goalie came out and won it, and it fell to Josh Coburn and he slammed it into the net and it was handballed on the line by a Middlesbrough player, and the referee gave a foul against Caleb Taylor. I've got to say, the refs, I was never I'm not a big believer in conspiracy theories, full stop. But blimey, maybe subconsciously, something's going on because these referees, every single match now, we're getting nothing from them and we're getting denied penalties, we're getting cheap yellow cards. I mean, a yellow-carded Cooper after a guy lashed out with his hands at Cooper's face, It's just getting absolutely ridiculous. We're getting dodgy offsides, not blown up on. The only thing that saved our grace yesterday was that watch that they wear on their wrist with the goal line technology, which shouts out goal, because I'm sure as hell that he was not going to give that goal. He stood and watched and he waited and he sort of pointed to his watch apologetically to the Middlesbrough player saying, well, I've got to give it, It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I know all supporters kind of have got a very partisan take on referees, but blimey, it's getting beyond a joke. But anyway, what a fantastic second half. First half for me, the problem was our midfield. I don't think Casper was quite on it yesterday. I don't think he's match fit. I was watching him and he was blowing a little bit hard a couple of times. A feeling which we're all familiar with. But he was playing on, and I think he hasn't got his match lungs back yet. And bringing Barry Bannon on, great substitution. And for me, he changed the game, Bannon. You know, I can't emphasise enough how important it is for us to try and find a way to have Bannon and Negley on the park together, because those two are going to start running matches. And I mean running matches, yeah? I don't mean, you know, a little cameo here and there. I mean running matches, which those two are capable of doing. You get some good midfield players if you can get two players in the middle of the park that can be defensive and creative and show a bit of composure and a bit of quality and change the tempo of the game. It's about the speed of the game. It was all, first half, it was all harum-scarum, you know, and we couldn't hold the ball. Bannon changed the tempo of the game. And I think he needs a Negley there as, you know, sort of two players who can bounce off each other. And I would really urge Alex Neil to try and find a way to keep Bannon and Negley on the park, try and find a formation that works. I wasn't sure about the two up front yesterday. I think it did leave our midfield light. And for me, that two up front is a kind of 60-minute tactic if you need to really force it. I would still go with a 4-2-3-1. I thought Aziz turned it round in the second half. I thought first half things weren't really working for him. But again, they're doubling up on him. But what a player he is. But the man of the match for me, I know Aziz got it from Sky, but the man of the match for me was Josh Coburn, beyond a shadow of a doubt. He really is becoming a handful. And he just needs to keep on doing what he's doing, making his presence felt. And what a good, you know, eye for the ball he's got. That right foot he's got on him. I mean, there was a turnover in the middle of the park. I think it was Miranda, their defender who made a stray pass. Negley, playing deep, pounced onto it, and with a one touch, and mark what I've just said, with a one touch, found Bannon, right? Bannon pushed forward, pushed into space, didn't panic, let it open up for him. Coburn pushed wide, and Bannon just played that perfectly weighted pass off his left peg onto Coburn's right foot. That's the secret with players like Bannon, you know, and Negley. They'll play the ball onto your good foot, not your bad foot. Onto Coburn's right peg, and he stood up. What's his name? The Leeds fella, Ayling, who kind of, you know, I don't know. It was just good fortune, really. He kind of melted a little bit, Ayling, and Coburn saw his opportunity. And I got slot in the corner of the net, beautiful. And you know, it was just wonderful. I mean, I'm not going to bang on too much. Those are my thoughts from the game. Football's all about these little moments, you know, 1 and 2 second moments that affect at 90 minutes. I mean, I don't know how many seconds there are in the 90 minutes, a lot. But, you know, 1 or 2 seconds affects the whole of that passage of time. And, you know, we were there and we did it. And, you know, a better team won. All this, you know, Borough this, Ipswich that, blah, blah, blah. We're the better team. We got the character, we got the resilience. That's what I like. One thing I did notice, right, at half-time we were going in 1-0. And years gone by, the players would have sort of trudged into the, you know, literally trudged. Body language down, heads dropped, shoulders dropped, trudged back into the dressing room, thinking, you know, you'd almost see what they're thinking, oh, here we go, I'm going to get bollocked. What mistakes did I make, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't. I noticed the Millwall players. I mean, Tristan Kramer was over on our side when the whistle went for half-time. He sprinted back to the changing rooms. They all rushed in. And that's because they're keen to get in there and say, right, boss, what's happening? What do we do now? It's fantastic. They really have got a good sense of team spirit, camaraderie, and they really play for each other. They're out there giving it all, and the away fans are giving it all. I hope on Monday night the visitors, and I don't mean Norwich, I mean the visitors to the Den, the fans that visit the Den, get behind the team as well, and we really make some noise because we got it's results all the way now. Alex Neil's going to roll the dice. We could end up losing. a couple of matches here, 3-0 or something, because he's going to roll the dice. But I trust in him, I trust in the players, and, let's go. See you Monday. Come on, you Lions.
That's a fantastic voicemail, John. I really appreciate your contribution there, mate. I wanted to get it into this show because it's been a bit... I felt mentally exhausted at the end of the game yesterday, listeners. Then I drove back home. I couldn't do much last night in the show. I've had a day in and day out today. You know how it goes. So I've kind of pieced this show together with in bits and pieces, and what with the sound quality of the live stuff, it all felt a bit bitty, but I just wanted to get across a bit like John's captured there. It was a fantastic day. John described it so well as a forever memory, and I want to latch on to that because these are the days. I've been around for many years as a Millwall fan, and you don't know how many more you got. I'm not being morbid. It's 66 years old nearly, so you know how long you kind of got, and to still appreciate the sheer simple joy of being in that Millwall situation and taking it the game to a club that's clearly favoured by those that are in control, certainly over us. I'm not saying Middlesbrough any kind of fashionable club, but you're a long way from home. John's spoken about the policing. I saw a little bit of it kicking off as I was walking back to the car in town. It was a bit heavy-handed, and it was a strange one because I didn't think it was all that aggressive. As you walk out of the Middlesbrough Stadium, it's a very strange place for anyone that's never been there. A bit like Rotherham in a way, only bigger. You get this kind of great expanse of nothingness. It's almost like 28 days later where there's no people left apart from an alien spaceship that's landed in the middle of it all, and that's the Riverside Stadium. It's a very nice ground, and I actually like the trips to Middlesbrough. I think it's a proper football club. But of the two sides, Millwall and Middlesbrough, you know who the EFL would prefer to be their representatives in the Premier League next season out of the two, and it ain't us, I can tell you that much. So yeah, it was a bit leery on the way home. It's a bit of a shame in a way because there was no need for it, but so be it. But the resilience of that Millwall side in being under the cosh in the first half and then making a comeback in the second, we've seen it a few times now this season. It's going to be one of the enduring images of our campaign under Alex Neil. We don't yet know how it's going to finish. John's touched on the fact we've got Norwich on Monday. I think I mentioned it earlier in the show. And, who knows where this is all going to go. Failure is still a possibility. I mean, yesterday I just thought was one of those moments where you take it away and you remember it for the rest of your days. And it maybe sounds a bit over the top, but it was the tension in the stadium, especially in the latter stages as we were kind of holding on. But things can go wrong. It's Millwall after all. Josh Coburn, man of the match in reality. I thought so too, John. I thought that, you can see what it meant to the boy. And I like Josh Coburn. He's made a journey with us. He was on loan with us last season. I wasn't convinced, if I'm going to be totally honest with you listeners, when I first saw him. He looked a little bit lightweight. And then, he got injured this season, didn't he? After we paid big money for him, by our standards anyway, $4.5 million. There was a lot of saucy comments online from Middlesbrough fans saying how we'd almost been stripes, that they got shot of a dud for decent money. They're not saying that now, are they? And they weren't saying it yesterday. I noticed one or two sourpusses having a pop at him for celebrating against his old club, a club that couldn't wait to get rid of him, and the fans that didn't exactly take him to the bosom of their hearts. So I'm not sure what what emotion he's supposed to retain. I thought he looked like he really enjoyed putting it to them, and I had the luck to meet him briefly at the start of the season, and I felt it was a little bit like a Steve Morrison situation. Anyone that's read The Family Book from a few years ago by Mike Calvin, it seems a bit odd now with Morrison, but he, there's the niceness to, I think Morrison famously apologised for stepping on a bloke's foot. And when I met Josh Coburn, I think I've said before, he seemed like a really nice boy. You'd be proud to meet him on a Sunday afternoon for lunch, that kind of person. But he needs to get a little bit of a streak of cussedness and dare I say it, nastiness. He's getting that. He's bold. He's done the work in the gym. He's strengthened up. We're seeing the results. He's got natural talent. but we're starting to see the side of the game that you need to succeed at this level of professional football. And it's wonderful. It's a journey, and I really take my hat off to him. And he loved it yesterday, and that is meat and drink to any self-respecting Millwall fan. So huge thank you there to John Rankin for that. I'm going to take a very short break, and I'll play 2 more messages, and then the remainder will be in tomorrow's show. Listeners, do stay tuned.
Achtung, Millwall.
So first up's going to be Hassan, and then we'll go with Danny after Hassan.
Morning, Nick. It's Hassan here. Just calling in after yesterday's brilliant result up at Middlesbrough. A very hard-fought victory up there. Massive result. I think I've said so many times on your show that this is the biggest win of the season. I think it keeps changing week on week. But, beating those around you is very important. And to go up there and get a result off the back of a good point up at Portman Road is fantastic, and it's testament to the players. Alex Neil said in the week that there's one thing he can guarantee, the players will leave everything out there, and they certainly have. I find Mill and Borough has been the Josh Coburn show. I remember last season we took him on loan, and a lot of Borough fans were a little bit, I think, shocked, surprised that they let him go out on loan to a fellow Championship side. I remember towards the back end of last season where we were fighting with Borough to get towards the playoffs, if not into it, and I remember we beat them 1-0 at the Den. Negley scored, and it was weird because there was murmurs back then of Middlesbrough, do they recall Josh Coburn, because he was contributing to us finishing well last season. Obviously that never happened, and then we signed him, and of course he's had his doubters. He's missed a few good chances here and there. Injury record's been questionable. I remember when we played Borough earlier in the season, we lost 3-0. I don't think he was particularly great that day. I know he had a good chance that he missed, but he looked like he got bullied off the ball. He looked a bit almost like nervous against his old club. But this must be his twin brother. This guy now, he's full of swagger. He's got confidence. I love the way he celebrated both goals. It weren't like insulting. It wasn't like what Eze did to us when he was at Coventry the other day. He was in front of their so-called cop end, but straight to the away fans, straight to the Millwall fans, showing that how much he cares. And I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was absolutely bloody brilliant. I mean, the first goal from Josh, good work from Taylor to cross it back to Ivanovic. Ivanovic does well. And Coburn, all he could do is put power through it, and thankfully it scrambles over the line. And obviously the second goal, it's come to a point now when Coburn gets the ball and he's running at defenders. It's almost, I get excited as much as when someone like Aziz is running with the ball, because you don't know, anything can happen, and more likely ends up in the back of the net. The way he stands defenders up and he gets shots off, I haven't seen finishing of that quality probably since Steve Morrison, and before him, Neil Harris. Honestly, he can pick up the ball in any part of the area and find the bottom corner. Fantastic finish for that goal, especially against someone like Luke Haley, who's a shit ass, and he's always been a thorn in our side. I mean, going on to Borough, and again, another typical top of the table side. They play pretty football with no conviction. On another day, yeah, they could have got a few goals, but again, a lot of their fans are saying only if they had a striker who could put the ball in the back of the net, aka Josh Coburn, who was there last season. He's been there since he was young, but thankfully he is ours. I just want to touch on some of the Borough players. Actually, I know it's a Millwall show, but that Tommy Conway, he spent more time on the floor than a $2 prostitute. Always on the fucking ground, that one, and a lot of time he got a lot of joy from the ref. But overall, fantastic result. Man of the match. I know Sky gave it to Femi Aziz. He was awful in the first half. Second half he improved, but I personally don't agree with that. I'd either give it to Josh Coburn or possibly Taylor or Cooper. I thought they were immense. Patterson also had a good game, a couple of good saves as well. The midfield worked hard. Good to see Casper De Norbe. He got a good 60 minutes in, unscathed by the looks of it. Barry Bandon, special mention to him. I think he finally gets an assist, and do you know what? in the last 2 games against Ipswich as well, he has changed the game when he comes on. He just calms everything down. I think he's very good vocally. He gets into the ear of a lot of the players, and I think Alex Neil alluded to it in one of his post-match. He'd done so many interviews yesterday, Sky, ITV, Millwall TV, that I think he said that a lot of these players aren't used to this situation or being in this situation. So people like Bannon coming in onto the pitch and having that calming influence, even like Cooper, he's been there with Millwall, obviously in playoff campaigns, Patterson as well. But Bannon, especially in the middle of the park, as soon as he gets on, he's talking to people, saying, like, come on, guys, we've got this. Fantastic acquisition. He's doing really well. He may not show it all on the ball, but he's definitely doing something, I think, behind the scenes. But we can't rest too easy. We've got to go again Monday, and come on, let's enjoy it. Let's keep on pushing forward. We're at home, big crowd, and let's hope for another 3 points. Cheers, Nick. I hope you had a good day yesterday. Sounded great listening to it on the. Well, I had to listen on the radio for the first 60 minutes. Can you believe that? But I did end up watching it on the telly. So I hope it was a good day, mate. I'll speak to you soon. Ciao, mate.
Hello, Nick. Danny here. Just a really quick one. Calling in. The game was at 5:30 a.m. over here, and I guess not proper wall, but I'm got a newborn at home, and I'm waking up every hour, so I couldn't bring myself to set an alarm at 5:30 or 5 and wake up and watch it. But what a result that is. Take back everything I said about Coburn. Since he's come back, God, what a difference he's made. And 5 million seems like an okay price tag right now. But yeah, now I got 2 little lions at home now, and my eldest, who's 5, goes around singing the Alex Neil song. So anyway, I'll just keep winning, I guess, and hope. Just gotta hope though that Ipswich and Borough keep slipping up. But cheers, Nick. Happy Easter and everything, and come on, you Lions.
Cheers, Danny, out there, I believe in the USA. Is that correct, or is it Canada? Anyway, if I've insulted you with one or the other, I deeply apologise, Dan. And before Dan Hassan, it was one huge afternoon. I think everyone, you could probably tell from the live stream that I did, Stream of Consciousness, that how, I felt mentally exhausted by the end of it. Just to close this particular edition, I thought for a laugh, I'd include the post-match report that BBC London 94.9 asked me to do on the whistle. So there's the most shambolic post-match report I think I've ever compiled in my life. But what the hell, I'm amongst friends here. You won't tell anyone else, will you, dear listeners? So I'm going to close the show with my 94.9 match report for Radio London. And the remainder of the voicemails will be back tomorrow after I've spoken with Terry Lindsay from the Fan Advisory Board, reviewing the game and the situation generally. So do tune back tomorrow for the remainder of the voicemails. I'm going to leave it there, dear listeners. So 94.9, take it away. And I shall talk to you very, very soon again, dear listeners. Arrivederci Millwall. Bye for now.
Wow, wow, wow. Listeners to Radio London, not 94.9. This is Nick Hart reporting to you from the Riverside Stadium, Middlesbrough, after one of the most titanic second halves I've seen from a Millwall team in 50 plus years of following the Lions. We win it 2-1. First half we were very much on the back foot, under the cosh here at Middlesbrough, very decent side. Second half we really raised our game, gave 100%, and we take 3 points back to the den for another big game on Easter Monday versus Norwich. Wonderful, wonderful performance. Goals from Josh Coburn. Who got the first goal? Hey? Who got the first goal? Can't remember. I can't remember. Josh Coburn too. A juice from Josh Coburn. I'm mentally exhausted, listeners. Thank you for tuning in.
Will I be Arsenal? Will I be Spurs? Here's what she said to me. Oh.
Who do you want to watch?